Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Muthu Meenakshi from Pon Vidyashram. I welcome everyone to the next session on Class 8 Mathematics. This is Chapter 6 Squares and Square Roots. We are dealing with exercise 6.3 and this is part 7. Before starting with today's session, children, imagine with all your mind, believe with all your heart, achieve with all your might. With this positive quote, let us start our today's session. In part 6, we have completed till subdivision 2 of 6th problem. We are now going to start with subdivision 3 of 6th problem. Once again, let me read the question. For each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be divided so as to get a perfect square. Also, find the square root of the square number so obtained. So, subdivision 1 and 2 we have already discussed in the previous session. Now, we are going to start with subdivision 3. The question is 396. First, let us check out the prime factors of 396. So, 396 divided by 2, the result is 198. 198 divided by 2, it is 99. 99 by 3, it is 33. 33 by 3, it is 11. And 11 by 11, it is 1. So, let us write down the prime factors. 396 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 11. So, here the number 11 is not in pair. So, 11 is the required smallest whole number by which 396 should be divided. So, if you are going to divide 396 by 11, the result is 36. We know 6 into 6 is equal to 36. Therefore, square root of 36 is equal to 6. This completes subdivision 3. Let us move on to subdivision 4. The question is 2645. Let us write down the prime factors. If you are going to divide 2645 by 5, the result is 529, and 529 is the square root of 23. So, on dividing 529 by 23, the result is 23. Again 23 by 23, the result is 1. So, here the number 5 is not in pair. So, 5 is the required smallest whole number. So, we can divide 2645 by 5. We are going to divide 2645 by 5. The result will be 529. Therefore, square root of 529 is equal to 23. Subdivision 5. The question is 2800. Again, you have to find out which is the number that is not in pair, and we have to divide that number so that the result you are going to get will be a perfect square number. So, let us check the prime factors of 2800. 2800 divided by 2, it is 1400. 1400 by 2, it is 700. 700 by 2, it is 350. 350 by 2, it is 175. 175 by 5, it is 35. 35 by 5, it is 7. And 7 divided by 7, the result is 1. So, here let us find out which number is not in pair. So, we are having the number 7 that is not in pair. So, let us divide 2800 by 7. On dividing 2800 by 7, the result is 400. Square root of 400 is equal to 20. Subdivision 6. The question is 1620. Let us find out the prime factors of 1620. 1620 by 2, 810. 810 by 2, 405. 405 by 3, 135. 135 by 3, 45. 45 by 3, 15. 15 by 3, 5. So, 5 divided by 5, the result is 1. Let us write down the prime factors of 1620. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. So, here the number 5 is not in pair. So, let us divide 1620 by 5. The result is 324. We know that square root of 324 is equal to 18. So the final answer is square root of 324 is equal to 18. So this completes subdivision 6 and also the sixth problem. So children, till this problem we have learned how to do prime factorization for a given number, and subdivision 6, it was the smallest whole number which is not in pair, and you are dividing that number. The previous subdivision you were multiplying that number. So both are more or less same. Let us move on to problem number 7. The question is, first let us read down the question. The students of class 8 of a school donated rupees 2401 in all for Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. Each student donated as many as rupees as the number of students in the class. Find the number of students in the class. See here children, the total amount that was donated is equal to 2401. So we have to find the number of students. So they have given you one hint. Look at the line. Each student donated as many as rupees the number of students. So what is the meaning is, suppose the number of students you are going to consider x. Each student will donate x rupee. So this the result will be x into x, that is x square. So x square will be 2401. We have to find the value for x. So we will take square root on both the sides. So the value for x will be square root of 2401. We can find out the square root of 2401 by even long division or prime factorization. I have already discussed with you the method of long division in part 2 introduction, but till now we are only dealing with prime factorization. So let us do this one by prime factorization. On dividing 2401 by 7, the result is 343. 343 by 7, 49. 49 by 7. So let's continue. That is 49 divided by 7, that is equal to 7, and 7 divided by 7, that is 1. So to conclude, the number of students in the class is equal to 49. So 49 students, they have donated 49 into 49, that is equal to 2401. To conclude, the number of students in the class is equal to 49. We'll move on to problem number 8. 2025 plants are to be planted in a garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as the number of rows. Find the number of rows and number of plants in each rows. So children, they have given that total number of rows is equal to total number of plants in each row. That is equal to, so both are same. Again, number of rows is x, number of plants is also x. So x into x, that is equal to 2025. X into x is nothing but x square is equal to 2025. So x is equal to square root of 2025. So let us find out the prime factorization for 2025. 2025 by 3, 675. 675 by 3, 225. 225 by 3, 75. 75 by 3, 25. 25 by 5, 5, and 5 by 5 is 1. So the prime factors will be 3 square into 3 square into 5 square. On removing the square root, this will be 3 into 3 into 5, that is equal to 45. To conclude, the number of rows and number of plants is equal to 45. We will move on to sum number 9. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 4, 9 and 10. The least number that is divisible by 4, 9 and 10 will be LCM of 4, 9 and 10. So first we have to find out the LCM for 4, 9 and 10. So for finding the LCM 4, 9 and 10, on dividing it by 2, you will have the numbers as 2, 9 and 5 respectively. Again 2, 9 and 5 divided by 2, it is 1, 9 and 5. 1, 9 and 5 divided by 3, it is 1, 3, 5. And 1, 3, 5 by 3, it is 1, 1 and 5. Again 5 by 5, it is 1. So we have found out that the LCM of 4, 9 and 10 is 180. Now we have to find out the prime factorization for this LCM. that is nothing but 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Here the number 5 has no pair, so the smallest number that has to be multiplied with 180 is 180 into 5, that is equal to 900. To conclude, the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following numbers, that is 4, 9 and 10 are 900. So it is very simple, children. First you have to find out LCM of the given three numbers. Then you have to find out prime factorization for that LCM. Then you have to see which number is not in pair and multiply with that number. So now the last problem for this exercise. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 8, 15 and 20. Again the same model. We have to first find out the LCM of 8, 15 and 20. That is nothing but 120. Here the number 120. For this 120, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 are its prime factors. So here 2 has no pair, 3 has no pair and 5 also has no pair. So the smallest square number that has to be multiplied is 120 into 2 into 3 into 5, that is equal to 120 into 30, that is equal to 3600. To conclude, the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 8, 15 and 20 is 3600. Before concluding with today's session, children, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra. So you decide among yourselves whether you are going to be ordinary or extraordinary. So with this we are completing exercise 6.3, that is from exercise 6.1 till 6.3. So we have only one more exercise, that is 6.4 for this chapter. With this, I conclude my session. Thank you very much. Thank you, children.